Paul William Walker was an American actor best known for his role as Brian O'Connor in the Fast and Furious franchise. Walker was born on September 12, 1973, in Glendale, California. He had mostly English, as well as German, Swiss, and Irish ancestry. His mother, Cheryl Ney Crabtree, was a fashion model, and his father, Paul William Walker III, was a sewer contractor and former amateur boxer, who was a two-time Golden Gloves champion. Walker's paternal grandfather William had a short-lived boxing career as Irish Billy Walker, while another raced factory cars for Ford in the 1960s. Raised a Mormon, Walker had four younger siblings, Amy, Ashley, Caleb, and Cody. He spent the majority of his early life in the Sunland neighborhood of Los Angeles, and graduated from Village Christian School in 1991. Walker subsequently attended several community colleges in Southern California, majoring in marine biology. Walker began a modeling career as a toddler, starring in a television commercial for Pampers at age 2. He continued to appear in commercials, most notably for Showbiz Pizza in 1984, before beginning an acting career on television that year, appearing in the teen anthology series CBS Shullbreak Special. Walker continued to work in television until 1996, across a number of genres. He appeared in 2 episodes of the fantasy drama Highway to Heaven, between 1984 and 1986, and secured his first leading role in 1987, appearing as Jeremy Beatty in the sitcom Throb. He continued to feature on sitcoms in the early 1990s, with guest roles in Charles in Charge, Who's the Boss, and the short-lived What a Dummy. In 1993, he portrayed Brandon Collins on the soap opera The Young and the Restless. He and co-star Heather Tom, who played Victoria Newman, gained fame, and were nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor and Actress in a Soap Opera at the Youth in Film Awards. Walker's final television role was on Touched by an Angel, although appeared as himself, alongside his sister Ashley, as contestants on a 1988 episode of the game show I'm Telling, in which they finished in second place. Walker began his film career in 1986, appearing mainly in low-budget B films. His first role was in the horror comedy Monster in the Closet, and a year later, starred in The Retaliator, retroactively subtitled Program to Kill. In 1994, he returned to film, starring in Tammy and the T-Rex, but secured his first feature film role in the comedy Meet the Deedles in 1998. Although commercially and critically unsuccessful, it allowed Walker to secure supporting roles in the films Pleasantville in 1998, Varsity Blues in 1999, She's All That in 1999, and The Skulls in 2000. In 2001, Walker's breakthrough role was starring opposite Vin Diesel in the action film The Fast and the Furious. It was commercially successful, and subsequently launched a media franchise. The film also established Walker as a film star and leading man, as his performance garnered the MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Team shared with Diesel in 2002. Walker starred in the critically successful thriller Joy Ride in 2001, also focusing on car-related action, and reprised his role as Brian O'Connor in the 2003 sequel Too Fast Too Furious. After this, he starred either in low-budget or commercially unsuccessful films for a time, notably Timeline in 2003, and Into the Blue in 2005. Walker portrayed Hank Hansen in Clint Eastwood's war film Flags of Our Fathers in 2006 and starred in the survival drama 8 Below, both released in 2006. 8 Below garnered critical acclaim and opened in first place at the box office, grossing over $20 million United States dollars during its opening weekend. Walker then starred in the independent film The Lazarus Project, which was released on DVD on October 21, 2008. Despite initial reluctance, Walker reprised his role as Brian O'Connor after 7 years, in Fast and Furious in 2009. The film became the highest-grossing film in the franchise up until that point. He then reprised his role in the 5th and 6th installments of the franchise, which were commercially successful, while his performances were praised. Walker was nominated for Choice Movie Actor in Action at the 2011 Teen Choice Awards for the former, and nominated for Choice Movie Chemistry with Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, and won his second MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Duo with Diesel for the latter. Walker also starred in the heist film Takers in 2010, and returned to modeling in 2011, appearing as the face of fragrance brand Cool Water. In 2012, he founded the film production company Laguna Ridge Pictures, which signed a first-look deal with Fast and Furious distributor Universal Pictures. Walker was raised in a Mormon household, but later became a non-denominational Christian. He lived in Santa Barbara with his dogs. He and Rebecca Sotros, a one-time girlfriend, had a daughter named Meadow Rain Walker, who lived with her mother in Hawaii for 13 years and then moved to California to live with Walker in 2011. Her godfather is Vin Diesel, with whom Walker shared a close bond. Diesel gave him the nickname Pablo, while Walker's mother referred to her son as Diesel's other half. Walker was also close friends with fellow Fast and Furious co-star Tyrese Gibson. At the time of his death, Walker was dating Jasmine Pilchard Gosnell. They began dating when she was just 16 while he was 33. He held a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Ricardo Frangina Miller at Paragon Jiu-Jitsu and was awarded his black belt by Miller posthumously. Walker founded the humanitarian aid non-profit charity Reach Out Worldwide with financial advisor Roger Roders, in response to the 2010 Haiti earthquake. He traveled to a number of disaster-stricken areas to supply aid until his death. On November 30, 2013, at about 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Walker 40 and Roger Roders 38, left an event for Walker's charity Reach Out Worldwide for victims of Typhoon Haiyan, with Roders driving his 2005 Porsche Carrera GT, in a 45 mph speed zone on Hercules Street in Valencia, a neighborhood of Santa Clarita, California. The car crashed into a concrete lamp post and 2 trees, catching fire. Roders died of multiple trauma while Walker died from the combined effects of trauma and burns. Both of their bodies were burned beyond recognition. After the driver's side of the vehicle hit a light pole and tree, the car continued spinning until Walker's passenger side slammed into another tree and burst into flames. The coroner listed the cause of death as the combined effects of traumatic and thermal injuries. Footage from a security camera near the scene showed that the Porsche erupted into flames around a minute after the collision. Walker's body was so badly burned that it could not be visually identified. The actor sustained injuries throughout his body, including fractures to his jaw, collarbone, and left arm. No drugs or alcohol were found in either Paul's body or his driver friends. Heartbreakingly, a small amount of soot was found in Walker's trachea, indicating he may have taken a breath after the crash. The crash took place on a wide street in a business park in Santa Clarita, California, around 30 miles north of Hollywood. Shortly before, Walker had made an appearance at a toy donation event for his charity when he decided to join his pal Roders for a spin in the Porsche. The car had been on display at the fundraising event, which was held at a car shop owned by Roders. Guests are said to have heard the crash from 500 yards away from the shop. Another of Walker's friends, who had seen him at the event, later revealed his heartbreaking final words. Jim Thorpe told reporters at the scene that he had spoken to Walker just before he hopped into the Porsche with Roders. He revealed that Walker's tragic last words at the charity event were, "Hey, let's go for a drive." Thorpe said about Walker that, "He lived his life and he died fast and furious. He loved speed, he loved cars, and he had to die this way. He died in a very fast car with his friend." Walker had been an avid lover of supercars and was beloved by fans for his part in the hugely successful movie franchise Fast and Furious. He was in the middle of filming for the 7th film at the time of the crash. Universal Pictures immediately shut down production and vowed to donate profits from Fast and Furious 6 to Walker's charity. Walker's youngest brother Cody Bo Walker also stepped in to complete the final scenes of Fast and Furious 7, appearing as Brian O'Connor, the role made famous for Paul so that the film could continue as close to originally planned as possible in his absence. The actor was survived by daughter Meadow, who was just 15 at the time of his death. The curve where Walker and Roders died is a popular spot for drifting cars. No alcohol or other drugs were found in either man's system, and neither mechanical failure nor road conditions appeared to play a role. Police found no evidence of drag racing. The investigation concluded that the car's speed, between 80 mph and 93 mph, and age of the tires were the primary reasons for the crash. With Furious 7 in the middle of filming at the time of Walker's death, Universal announced an indeterminate hiatus on the production, citing a desire to speak with his family before determining what to do with the film. Numerous friends and movie stars posted tributes to Walker on social media. His body was cremated and his ashes were buried in a non-denominational ceremony at Forest Lawn Memorial Park. His life was later chronicled in the documentary I Am Paul Walker, which was released on August 11, 2018. In December 2014, Walker's father filed a wrongful death claim against Roda's estate, seeking the return of or a proportionate share of revenue generated by a group of automobiles that were jointly owned by both Walker and Roda's. In September 2015, Walker's daughter filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Porsche, claiming that the Porsche Carrera GT had numerous design defects including a history of instability, and that its seat belt placement can cause harm upon impact. However, Porsche denied any wrongdoing, and blamed Walker, stating, "The perils, risk, and danger were open and obvious and known to him, and he chose to conduct himself in a manner so as to expose himself to such perils, dangers, and risks, thus assuming all the risks involved in using the vehicle." In April 2016, U.S. District Court Judge Philip S. Gutierrez ruled in favor of Porsche in a separate lawsuit filed by Roda's widow Christine. The ruling had no bearing on two other cases against Porsche which have been filed by Walker's father, who is also the executor of the actor's estate, and his daughter. Walker's father and daughter both reached separate out-of-court settlements with Porsche. Thanks for watching. For more videos please click like and subscribe.